Somebody tried to explain how the government works to me, and I said, I'm not interested. That sounds like something I would do.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Yep.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Any of these hand-eye coordination? No, I thought I had something. Maybe I'm already wearing them. I swear I had something that did hand-eye coordination. I'm probably wearing it. I just don't see it.
Okay. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity, and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail. It was a joke, sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency. It's done.
Okay.
Let's get back to police work.
Mr.
Steal
Steal fucking hubcaps and sell them at the pawn shop.
Thinks and looks away from them.
Listen, I'm going to play ball with these guys, Kim. You watch and learn.
René, you are the angriest man in the world.
Nailed it. Ball time.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted, all an embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Damn right.
Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Nailed it.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some.
Damn right.
Nothing to be embarrassed.
What the hell is your problem?
I'm best at... Yep.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are...
I'm so good at unlocking
Why
quests.
did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about you. Never know. He might know something. This is a good Von. Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you.
based?
I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
He's what do you mean monarchist? He just said no political allegiance.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Yep, that's the theory.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting there reflects bad on the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
He's
He's one of the Asaish. I'm all about it. Give the grannies AKs.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? Yes. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
That's my kind of guy.
In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
I actually work for the state, not the people, sir.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Whoa.
I am merely stating that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain more challenging tasks than women.
Well, when you strip down the barons of society and you look at hunter-gatherer societies, do you know what you see, sir?
Remaining headstrong, making tough decisions on the spot, or even tackling physical obstacles are a few examples of such challenges.
Yeah, well...
There's no point in getting angry at nature, officer. This
These
is just
people.
the way we are made.
Discuss Barbie plot. You know we have a whole video on this, right? We have 3 videos on Barbie. And how nobody understands it.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse.
Sounds cool.
You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda.
What?
And mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs.
What?
We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
It's pretty fascist to call your Operation Deathblow, don't you think?
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned
Blood
the
Ground?
corpse out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
Yeah, that's normally what you do.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job.
Uh-huh.
Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Commies just don't understand how money works.
They're not. And I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains.
Sir, why were you drinking piss in the mountains? Mountains are like notorious for being able to find fresh water. Are you like that bad of a soldier that you can't locate fresh water, dude?
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol,
Uh-huh.
or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us.
Uh-huh.
Sadly,
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads
Does the
everywhere.
Ayatollah know you're talking about this?
Foreign
Talking about the Shah
influence
tax?
peddling. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. Damn Frissel. He was a king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Ah, sounds cool.
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Well, you're like 100 years old, so...
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he...
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh,
Corrupt?
Absolutely. at the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Regular
A
Gaddafi.
superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is a nation is only as strong as its leader.
Oh my god.
That's why it
no,
was such madness
bro,
to
you
try to...
idiot. You're fucking stupid. This is exactly what they say to keep you down.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but no one and nothing can change this man's mind.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His
What did I expect
egocentricity
from a royal
is
guard? Maybe
borderline
some shade of
legendary.
humility.
You can't even take the
Just
responsibility
like what I
for
would expect from an
yourself.
ex-Nazi
How could you
who
fathom
served
the
under the Third Reich.
responsibility? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum.
Like even
Of course.
Ba'athists have abandoned
Clarity of
Saddam at this
vision.
point. It's only
Awareness.
fucking LARPy people who fucking talk about it. Fucking
Philip III was even brought into this
Weirdos.
world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
what the fuck are you talking about,
Higher
bro?
realms. Of course, it all makes sense. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... But I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies.
Huh? You got drugs on you, sir?
Right.
Taking anything tonight, sir? How much have you had to drink tonight, sir?
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay, see you later, pathetic man. Does this always talk to both of them? If they talk to either one?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More
Oh, we can't play with this many balls! Why are you still throwing balls then, bitch?
Honey, it's a little pleasures. Life. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on
Yeah.
this fine day?
This is what I wanted right here. Yes, the sandwich gameplay. This is what I signed up for.
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing.
the only one you have.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. Fuck off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political. This right here is political. Say one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off. Whoa, easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything. Re-engage cop mode and bail out, if you like.
What? What?
I am not going to listen to this comic connery.
Huh?
Okay, so I'm gonna lecture him about labor. He said he really outdid himself. He did make the sandwich himself, right?
I really don't understand how my sandwich could. I would rather just have this one, officer. It's really good.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna let me have some of it.
Tell this lost comrade what the people's sandwich would be like. Distill the essence of the working man in a sandwich. The skepticism emanating from the Merry Senior could be sensed all the way to the Seminine Isles. He's not imagining it.
I don't hate worker food. Look, officer, I like different classic food. Fine dining, not worker backs. Please, just drop it.
I'll be back for your sandwich. You hear me, mister? Can I get out of these artillery hole, maybe? Thank you. Here we go. Come on. Are we stuck here? Oh boy. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Oh, I can look at what broke the channel lock. The broken one over here. We'll go look at that. Is it a sea monster? Isn't the channel lock down here?
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers.
Listen,
really
I was
sold.
drunk, sir.
The words "daredevil driver" sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
This is my kind of guy.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
This guy's down to the top of the tier list when we make it at the end of this.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal.
Well, obviously
there's a
this
crack.
isn't going to do anything.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Nothing happens.
Oh, can I break this? Can I shut myself out of here permanently?
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? You pull the lever, or nothing happens. The spring brings... Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Honk honk. Don't honk at me, little chin choo choo.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious.
Mhm.
Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation.
Yeah,
Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
you're right, man. That's what it's all about. You got to, cotton is killing this world.
Very cool.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand. Buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Right.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. They itch.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
Fuck. I'll be back for those itchy pants, sir.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer?
Abort.
Calm
These
down, little
are
baby.
hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very...
No, you are definitely not buying those. No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this.
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool.
No love.
Oh,
Hey,
that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
oh my god, I need this. I need this.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those.
Hell yeah.
A
Some
pair
cheetahs?
of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, Super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's fun, ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine? These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Found Ultras.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. These, officer?
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first. You see a Samaran street. The name, Sileng.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
I like this guy.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style.
Thank you.
You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. No need to dress.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers. Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
Base.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so...
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders.
Yep.
I am not, however.
Oh, come on, Kim. Mr. Good Cop. I'm the good cop. I'm different. I'm Kim.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regular.
Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
You're pretty sure you can live in a tree elsewhere too, but he wouldn't believe it anyway.
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But Did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Ooh.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories.
Thank you.
It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism,
You're welcome.
but the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. If you say so, officer, I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur.
I
you
like
know?
this guy.
Whatever's good for business is good for me.
This guy is an up and up citizen. Number one guy. That's a top tier guy right there. What a cool guy. All right, you singing hobo, I need you to tell me about the drugs.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days upon days. Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Everyone's a critic, man. It's okay. I've been here a whole week already.
Man, I'm getting all the trophies.
So tell me, what do you need? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
I knew it.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
Cunt.
The bosses won't be
I
happy.
could have had a cool tracksuit.
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of...
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Yep, they have. I need to confiscate everything you have.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dock.
analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. And there's a sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want the bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Nope, because I don't remember any of my past.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely.
Then what's your deal here?
So much for subtlety.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. In his eyes, and our familiar longing. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest,
I'm the best.
down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Excuse me? There are things even a cop can't fix, my man. There's no helping in absence, you know? I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much.
Yeah,
other island
the
called
Chinese
Laurentide,
kid on
off
TV,
mainland.
Caillou.
We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
You lost your gun. Oh man, that's bad news, especially here in Martinez. But thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, well, I wasn't really able to make any jokes talking to you, so I'm RoboCop, Kim. Oh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. The drug mule. This is where they're getting the drugs in and out. This lady. My hunch is telling me. You know, and my hunches are always correct, Kim.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, it's the warmth of a winter night's fire. No response. Nothing.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is. Someone was. They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
This is Gabriel Buendero.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you.
Sounds Italian
His
to
head
me.
crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed.
Yeah, Gabriel is more Spanish.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun.
Whatever,
just
hippie.
came out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Meth, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Cringe.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Diamonds? Of course not. But with whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time
This
ago.
no.
Besides,
This is
I don't
immediately.
drive the lorry
Oh,
for
I
the
don't know
cargo.
what's in there, officer.
If you know what I mean.
Ha.
Then it's contraband, lawman.
Uh-huh.
What? Do you want to take an old woman
I will.
in? Be my guest.
I will.
Bad hand. Hermenegildos's bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going, maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Who the fuck is Iraq? And what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, lawman? No, lawman, diamonds. Easy. Is the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots? Harry, I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
I'm gonna burn that.
She's
photo.
wearing sturdy workers' boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Moreover, the boots were size 37, tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Herife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. A size is 37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
The boyadero, boya for short, is a cow herder from upstream Magritte.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love. Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Magritte,
He'll come back
she
out
pleads
again in
with
30
him.
minutes,
In
buddy.
the background, you can hear the
Don't
orchestra
honk at
swell
me.
as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. You have to understand, a true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her thing.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral, U418, Autostradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Yes, go. Enough jamboree.
Jamboree? Not interested in your Creole food. Creole food is good. It was a joke because she said jamboree. And there's also Kuno, the best lore dump.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck do you want with it? It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Oh, I love you, Kuno. I'll talk to you later. S to your character.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me. I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Oh my god.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Closes at 8. The what? The library. The library closes at 8. Well, I'm just,
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Mad.
I mean, how am I supposed to get in there? You know, I need the skill point. Plus 30. Security against men. That's what I'm talking about. There's that lady on the roof. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? To the roof. How did she walk up there? I already talked to the racist. I don't need to talk to him. Boop, boop.
The curtains.
Nothing. Oh,
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtain, you see a dimly
I warned you. You're unleashing.
a heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds. What if you just break it down? That's right. Take in your surroundings. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of only an echo. No one is there. That's right. Steady breathing. Solid core. The room is... It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine.
She didn't want. She wasn't telling me I could get the key from her.
I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. What gives you the right? Don't expect my help from now on. The back door is locked and I threw away the key. I won't try. Do look at the books, though. The books compel you. You may be able to make up for this by buying a lot of books. Goodness, you were already doing good. Everything is on...
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods.
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of... But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to...
She smiles and nods. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Nailed it. Critical damage.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright?
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door?
You gonna give me the key?
I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits.
Don't
or you'll
keep
damage
me.
the holy walls on
Listen,
the door.
child abuser.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms.
Would you shut up?
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them.
a small mountain of colorful board game boxes and endless. There's also books in a board game section. There's a box that price is steep. Nonsense for anemic Beano clods. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring.
Oh, man from Hjelmdal. Blood and violence, scantily clad women. What does it matter? They're all. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman.
Rows and rows of Hjelmdalamen, maybe 100. Not even close. Man from Hjelmdal in hell. Man from Hjelmdal and the forest of slaves. Man from a twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hjelmdalaman lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman.
The entire series is also endearingly racist, if I may add.
Oh, sirs, I know. This really isn't representative of our values, but the store has to cater to its customers.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
Stop bothering me, Chinchilla. Just shut up for 20 minutes and you'll be out again.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Mm-hmm.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage.
There's your in.
It's supply and demand
Take his side in
economics.
this particular fight. He eyes you wearily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking... Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Maybe you should try not being racist and maybe people would want to talk to you.
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road science, man. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanux lorry.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so. Been admiring the Stompers, right? For sure.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible.
It's Revachol. Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls.
Technically, you're stomping on Ravachol every step you take.
Based cam.
I know you people don't understand poetry.
Okay, whatever, dude. Fucking weirdo. Drug man. Hello, drug man.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
I believe you.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Drugs?
Crowd.
Racist?
You know, the drug crowd.
What about the racist crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
An investment? What kind of investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth? 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
How much was that frog hat?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. Sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
Thank you. What does this give me? It's giving me +1 perception. Oh yeah. What does this one give me? Encyclopedia. I don't even see the eyes on the hat though. Where's its frog eyes? It's just a green visor. Bro, you're gonna wear yourself out by the time you even come out to play at this point. I don't know what your deal is.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is, hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery. It's true. We would have caught a lie, but a kind heart is tricky. Bah, emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her. Push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you?
I tried
She's
to.
on the edge, man.
Imagine it. An explosion of stuff.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too. Thank you, friend.
Hello, chinchillas. Hello, chinchillas.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? Diamonds. Of course, whatever stupid thing. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, of course you don't. Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to? Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches like a sleep kick.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Vachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No, he means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Vachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies would do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We're not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him...
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But the stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
What? What do you think we're doing right now, Runt?
Would there's some kind of homo thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough, detective. That's enough. Let's just go and ask Tommy.
No, you want to do
You're
homo
wasting
things,
our
don't you?
time.
Just like every other racist, you want to smoke meth and do homo stuff, don't you? You racists are all the same. Did I just tap something on accident? Did I just pick something on accident? I didn't have a point, right? I didn't just pick something, right? Oh my god, I did. I did twice. I have 6 skill points. Fuck me. I thought it lit up when I had skill points.
Looking for something odd? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwits.
You mean
A legendary. Looks like the...
Yeah, him.
Then I presume
Yeah.
not just the
The lieutenant adopts a rodent time quality. Be cool, sire.
You're not...
No,
He's surprisingly...
it's not a hard job. It won't.
I'm not scared of you or the...
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely percent. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Oh yeah? And what goods are those? What is there to talk about?
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our...
Am I wearing those half-white gloves? Don't I have some? Yeah, that one's -1. Okay.
Looking for something odd?
I got you now.
Come to tell me to fuck off?
Failing the last time was so annoying.
Okay, fuck you then.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. That's right. Steady breathing. Steady breathing. The room, it's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable. Ow, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door?
Are you alright?
What is going on there? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered, only an echo. No one is there. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work. Glossing over how long it takes
Oh boy,
to
here we
actually
go.
follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
Sabat is just grunting at him.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, Would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre.
Dauntless Dick,
The
that
murder
sounds like
of
a
Dick
good
Mullen.
name for my nickname.
Oh no, turns out he fated to solve a case. Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. It brings that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminole Islands
Erectile.
and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated. Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I see your snooter.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, cut their feathers, or become aggressive. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need.
You should
These
not
birds
get a
will never
cockatoo in
understand
general.
that you have
They
a life of your
fucking
own.
have bolt cutters for mouth.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
There he is.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, The endangered major majestic cockatoo is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Seminoles name, Bang Bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Oh, man.
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry. Inexplicable feminist agenda.
That's what's up.
There is something you need to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact.
Nice. -1
lodged in
electrochemistry. That's what I'm talking
It
about.
is a cylindrical object, piss-weathered and smelling of liquor. The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that some time ago, before you became a joke, you were an actual feminist.
Nice.
Somehow, you've come to that conclusion. Perhaps you can work your way back.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous Goodness. You were already doing good.
She smiles and nods.
Which lady do I need to tell I'm a cockatoo?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Ma'am, I'm a cockatoo.
Hello again, esteemed officer. Goodness, you were already... Everything is on the shelves. Take a look. Truth be told, not really, but you don't learn about the important thing I provide. The truth is available if you just know it.
She smiles and nods.
Goodness, you were already doing...
She smiles and nods. Seemingly.
The woman I annoyed about... Oh, that was this lady out here. That's right.
Excuse me? I don't know. The most talkative one? The what now? You truly are one strange cop, aren't you?
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
It did it? Quest complete? I'm the cockatoo master? Pretty sure I'm the cockatoo master now. Alright, door.
Sounds like you're the suicide cop, with his finger on the eject button, ready to let go of this life. But guess what? You idiot. You don't have a gun or any bullets. What is this? You're not ready to die. This is garbage. It would be the honorable thing to do. It would really show them. Show her too. Oh yes, it would be so sweet to taste the barrel once more. That sour metal. Maybe there is a way. Not yet, but stick with it. Keep going dark, and it'll finally click.
That's me, suicidal tendencies. One tricks or changes, freedom lucky guy. They both have different motivations.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminoles trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. That's right. Take in your... The room it's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages.
Yes.
The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side, but you've done it.